What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Sarcasm back again with another video, and today, well, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. A few weeks ago, I asked you guys what you would like to see on my channel, and you guys voted on channel reviews. So, today we're going to be reviewing some channels. I made another post on Twitter asking for help if you guys wanted a channel review, to leave your link on there, and I took a few from that list. So, if you want to see more, and if you want to have your channel reviewed, go over to Twitter, let me know. Let me know down below as well in the video. If I ever do another one of these, then I'll definitely look for channels on this video and on my Twitter. I'll probably ask again over there, stuff like that. Anyways, so a little bit about what we're doing in this video on these channel reviews. I'm not going to try and bash people too much. I'm not an expert on anything here on YouTube. I know generally what to look for, what not to look for, what to do. I only have 170 subs, or a little bit lower at the time of making this video. So again, I'm not claiming to be an expert. Things we're going to be looking at, your SEO, searchability type thing, overall look of your channel. If your banner's not, crispy, nice looking and everything, you have to think these are things that people are looking at when they first join your channel. So these are going to be things that I give my first, initial reaction to, and things that I think you could do better. Again, don't get offended by anything I say, because I mean this in a very nice way. I just have to put all of that disclaimer out there because I'm very nervous making this video. I'll be honest with you. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into our first channel. The first channel that we're going to be looking at is going to be Shinaful. I have definitely visited their channel quite a few times. They make amazing horror videos. Just horror games in general is pretty much the thing that I've seen the most from them. It might be the only thing that they do. So my first initial reaction here is someone that I know in general. I've been on their page. The one thing that I would say when I first look at this is your banner. It does not look bad. I will definitely mention that, but I'll say like the clipping and everything, that could be fixed to make it look a little bit nicer. I wouldn't change anything if this is the overall look you're going for. Just kind of the clipping, that's the only thing. It does make it look a little cheap and not as thought about whenever you've put this banner up there. Again, that's not a bad thing, and if it's the look you're going for, by all means keep it the way it is. This is just initial reaction of things that I look at. I'm a very art oriented person. I take a lot of pride in my art, but I'm also very tedious, so those are things that I'm gonna pick up on right away. You have a custom icon, that's wonderful. I do see that you only have Twitter here. I see that you have an Instagram. You might have that linked to, Facebook has issues with that sometimes where they don't put all of your links up there. But if you don't have the link up there, I would go ahead and add it since you have it on your banner. Why not? Give somebody a easier access to click. I do see that you have channel tags. That's amazing. I've seen some channels that don't. So that's good. Definitely always expand on this. The more you can put here, the better. The easier you'll get. You'll pop up in that search. So let's go over to your. Let's go to the About tab. You are using your About tab. That's amazing. I know personally, until recently, I wasn't really utilizing it. You have a pretty good description of what you're doing and what your channel's about. That's amazing. You have your Twitter, you have your Instagram, and see, you do have your Instagram link down here. So that, again, that's just Facebook, so you can ignore that from me. go look at your, well, let's look at channels. So you don't have any featured channels. That's another thing that can help your channel grow. Shows YouTube you're trying to use all of their features. They're going to be more likely to promote. At least that's something that I was told. So I went ahead and added a few channels that I'm a fan of. And it doesn't have to be little channels. It can be, you know, Markiplier. It could be somebody that you're inspired by. If they're channels that you like, go ahead and add them to that. I'll leave a link in the description below on how to do that. It might just be like a little Google link to something, because I know it can be a little difficult to find that. Going to your playlists. So again, you have great playlists. You know, I can't really judge on this at all, especially like with only one being here. It's not something I can judge on. I think I have one exactly the same way on mine. Something that I was told to do that might help is if you go to your playlist, there's no description here. It's just spooky games. There is a way to add a description to your playlists. You can add that description of what kind of spooky games are in this. Again, that's all up to you. It's not something that I would say, you know, you definitely need to work on. If we go over here to your videos, and again, you do wonderful thumbnails here. I know you don't, at least last time I checked. Again, as you can see, I just kind of check in from time to time here. Last time I checked, I don't think you use a webcam, which, you know, it's yesterday. At least the time I'm making this video. Click on the video, skim through here real quick. See, I know you don't use a webcam, so I can't really say too much about this, but try your best to make your thumbnails a little bit more personalized. The more they can pop out at somebody whenever they search for that game, or say like so let's say someone searches for Under, and you know, if we search for Under, just Under by itself, so yours actually does show up here. The problem is that when you search for Under, it's not just showing up for a game. I'm glad that it does show up, and you are the only one that I'm seeing on here. That's fine, you know, whatever. But for instance, though, let's just play this role play out here. Someone searches in Under, and they pull up. They're trying to find this game, and someone has a brighter, more popped out thumbnail. Something with a lot of color to it, like this one over here, for instance. This one has a little more color to it. That's something that I would definitely say, you know, you could work on a little bit on. I know it can be a difficult thing to work on, especially again without having a face cam. I use a face cam. I can make it personalized by putting my face on there. I can add a little bit more color pop to it, and boom, I have a unique thumbnail. Even if I'm using the most generic, you know, Google PNG that I could find out there, that's like the bonus there. If you're using a face cam, I know you're not, so it doesn't really apply to you, but that's what I'm trying to get at. Anyways, so another thing I see here is your video tags. This is something that has helped my channel grow tremendously since I've started using it. I've seen a good amount of growth from it. You definitely want to make sure that you're trying to reach for at least 10 on your video tags here that appear in the title and the description. If you're not using TubeBuddy, which I think you are, if you're not, or there's a link down in the description also, go ahead and click on that, get the free one. You don't even have to use that link if you don't want to. You know, just type in TubeBuddy, go and get the free version. It'll help you out a little bit, give you an idea. But the thing that's going to help you out the most with making those tags is increasing the amount of description that you have. The more descriptive your description can be of what this video is, the more tags you can throw in over here that'll amp up the amount of chance that someone can come across your video and actually mean to come across that video. So like you put abandoned ship, that's great, but if you were to put we're playing under, and like you said, you put we go to the ship but not regular ship, this looks cursed, or more likely we are only passenger, or are we? So like you could have even put passenger over here, you put cursed, could have put cursed over here, you did put ship, put abandoned ship. Could have put something about there being a creepy dude in the description. Those are things that could have tied those tags to your video even more, which will help you show up in the search. Meaning you're going to be discovered a little bit easier, maybe not necessarily with this video because it's a lesser known game, but with some of the other ones, like I think you did Soma. Matter of fact, let's go look at one of those. Let's see. Did you do Soma? I might be completely wrong here. You did Amnesia. Yeah, you did play so. See. I have 2 accounts, by the way, so I've seen a lot more than it's showing just on my game account. But anyways, so those are things that I think could definitely help your channel out a little bit. Focus on that description. That way you can focus on the keywords and tags. The more you're able to do that, the better your videos will show up in the search, and should help you out start getting those views up and everything, which you're doing pretty good. And our next one that we're going to be looking at, Hell's Factory reached out to me on Twitter. We were talking a little bit, and she was kind of keeping in touch with me here, so I figured I would go ahead and definitely make sure I put her channel in this video. First initial reaction is going to be, why is your banner not full screen? Why are there white lines on the sides here? Those are things that can definitely turn people away. I know it sounds like a silly little thing of why, but whenever you look at any big YouTuber and everything, they have the full screen ones. They're gonna be able to recognize, oh hey, that banner's pretty cool, maybe I want to look at their content a little bit more. So those are things to keep in mind. I don't know if these characters are from games that you've played. This is my first time seeing your channel. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and click on this subscribe button now. Because I do want to keep in touch and keep looking at the channel to see how you grow. So another thing, like I said, I don't know if these characters are from games. If they are, definitely keep them on there. If not, try to make them a little more personalized. Clean up your banner here a little bit better, and I'm sure at least channel initial reactions will be much better. So I also noticed that you're not using any channel tags. I want you to definitely go in there and add some channel tags. You can add, add your name, add, you have Silent Hill here, add Silent Hill as a channel tag, add horror games. Oh, see that, there you go. There's characters that are on your thumbnail or your banner up there. My bad, can't speak. So that's fine. Add Amnesia to it. Definitely add horror games, scary games, any of those channel tags that you can think of that you associate your channel with, add them. That's gonna increase the chance that people are gonna be able to find you. The more people that can find you, the more you'll grow. It's just plain and simple like that. I probably shouldn't go into the whole spiel again this video. So we can go over to your About tab here. Now I see that you're using your description, but I have a challenge for you. Get more descriptive with it. Give us a little bit about who you are, what your channel is to you, you know, something along those lines. You know, even a big goal that you want to set for your channel, put it here. Put your upload schedule there if you have one. If you don't, get one, because that'll also help your growth. And then also add your Twitter link. You know, you can add a subscribe link down here too. The more links you can have, the better, because that means people, if they really like your channel, they're also going to go follow you on Twitter. They're going to go follow you on Instagram if you have that. So I don't have an Instagram, or I do, but I'm not trying to grow it, so I don't even think I have it linked personally. But the more you can grow on other platforms, the better, because that can also funnel right back into your YouTube channel. So you want to kind of just interlink everything is what I'm getting at here. But definitely try to increase your description here. Add at least your Twitter link, since I know you have it. Again, I can try and leave description or links down below in my description for helpful videos that can help you set this stuff up, because I really want you guys to get on, at least on the same foot as me, or at least very similar. You don't have to be like me. Just I think I'm having a stroke. I don't know if I looked at Sheena Fool's discussion tab, but I noticed you're not using it. Go ahead and use it. You know, put a public comment out there. Just, you know, say whatever you want. You know, say, hey, I got this new goal going on. I want to hit 200 subs by this date. Put that down there. You know, people look at that from time to time. I also see that you're not featuring any channels. Again, gonna be a link down below. Go ahead and add some. Again, they don't have to be, you know, other creators unless you want to support them. Or, I mean, they can be any channel that you want to feature on there, is what I'm trying to get at. Looking at your playlists, I don't think they look terrible. We can click on this, and again, like I mentioned before in this video, go ahead and, if you feel like you would like to, add a description for what's going on in this playlist. You know, if you're doing a walkthrough, add in, this is a walkthrough for Unforgiving a Northern Hymn, which I assume is the name of the game. Could be completely wrong. That could be the name of the first video. But that's my point, is, you know, add a description of what's going on. So like Layers of Fear here. Hey, and put in this playlist, this is a list of the videos I did on Layers of Fear, where I'm just playing through it and having a good time. You know, something simple. You know, obviously make it your own. Don't copy me, or you can, I don't care. Looking at your videos, so the only thing that I really want to point out here is make your thumbnails more personalized. As I was mentioning before, if I were to search Amnesia, I'm probably honestly gonna pass right by your thumbnail, and I don't mean that in a mean way, but there's nothing that really sticks out, especially with it being so small. I know I have this issue when you're making your thumbnail and it's on the big screen and everything. It looks great to you. You go ahead and throw it in the YouTube, and it's going to be small like it is here on the screen. You know, make your little icon here, this girl right here, make her bigger if that's what you're going to use. If you do plan on getting a webcam in the future, I know you don't use one as well, you told me about that on Twitter. Now, if you do that, throw your face on there. You know, why not? Because you can't get more personal than putting your face on something. But add some color, like, you know, I know Amnesia is a very dark game. I know it's a horror game, so it's kind of hard to do that with that style of game. But if you try to add a little bit of color pop to it, just, you know, kind of think of it as little tiny things of saying, look at me. You might see your views skyrocket. I see that your views are kind of low. So, again, you know, just work on those things. We're going to click on this. And so, again, I'm going to chime in with what I was saying earlier. You want to try and get your video tags up to at least 10. More is always better. There's nothing wrong with that, but 10, why not? Start getting very descriptive with your videos here. Like, so you have your title pretty descriptive here. Monsters everywhere in the prison cells. Demon Mouse plays Amnesia: The Dark Descent Part 8. So you have your we venture in the prison cells, well, we get away. You could put venturing into prison cells as a tag. That's just an idea. But if you were to expand this, you could put, in today's video, we venture into the prison cells. A lot of crazy things are going on. This monster popped out at me and was trying to get me, but we managed to get away. You could add monster, you could add, venture, you could add prison cells, you could add all of those as separate little tags, increasing that number. Someone searches monster on YouTube, your video might pop up that way. So those are things to kind of keep in mind whenever you're making those tags and making that description. Also, a nice little tip, so whenever if you want to add links to your description and you make it big enough, it'll only show a summarized, like the first couple of lines and everything before you have to click. I'm sure you've seen it. If you throw those hashtags at the very bottom, you'll hide them from your description unless someone clicks on it and scrolls all the way down, but you'll still have them up here. So you're still getting those hashtags in. It just looks a little bit better in my opinion. This is my opinion. If you like it having it there and here, then by all means keep it. Alright, so our next channel we're going to be kind of going over here is going to be, drumroll, Wonky Dud HG. So again, these are people that commented on my Twitter post and they just asked to be in the video. So my first initial reaction to your channel, Wonky Dud, is your banner could be spruced up a little bit. It's great that it's full screen. It's not bad quality, so I'm not going to bash you there. There's nothing too wrong with it. One little minor tweak that I would suggest is if you want it just as plain red to fade background over here, and you want it to keep saying your name, Minecraft Let's Plays, Realms, Servers, and more, just make your username a little bit bigger, spread it out, use up all the space here. Just, do it in a nice way. Add Minecraft Let's Plays over on the side or whatever. Add your icon up there. Those are things that you could do. You could even just make your name spread out and then just move the Minecraft Let's Plays, Realms, Servers, and more down a little bit. Because I don't think that's in a bad situation. Just make your banner, very personalized. Something that you could be proud of. And if you are proud of this and this is how you want it, again, leave it that way. These are just suggestions I'm making for you. Otherwise, it looks pretty good. I also like that you have, again, a custom icon like everybody else. That's amazing. Something different than the next person. Especially with Minecraft, Let's Plays and everything, that's a very hard place to stick out. So you want to try and do more if you can. And yeah, like I said, I think you're doing great though. I'm also going to go ahead and click on subscribe to you. So I noticed that you're also not using your channel tags, so go ahead. Like I said before, I'm putting a link down below. Go ahead and get some of those channel tags added. Minecraft, Let's Plays, Realms, Servers, more, your name. You're doing Clash of Clans, add that. Definitely add all of that stuff to your tags. If there's any specific type of Let's Plays you're doing, add those. Add every single enemy that's in Minecraft to your tag. All sorts of stuff there that you could be doing that could generate possibly more views. So you are using your about tab here. You did have a link. You actually have an actual link to it too. That's good. You said, I am a small inspired YouTuber who will be posting videos such as Minecraft. Blah 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 blah. Sorry, just reading more of it, even though it said blah blah blah. So those are all good, or that's all good that you have there. If you feel like you should, and I would personally expand it a little bit more. You know, people want to know who they're subscribing to and what the person they're subscribing to is about. So, you know, definitely do more, but you have a really decent description already, so that's okay. You are using your subscription tabs here, or your recommended tab, which is good. I actually see myself there. That's great. Thank you for that. You do have 2 playlists. They're not big, but that's okay. You got some growing to do as far as your videos go. Viewing the full playlist, like I said earlier, you could add a description there. That could help you out a little bit. If someone goes to this playlist, they're like, you know, Barrycraft Season 1, what is that? Explain that there. Going over to your videos, I do feel like you could definitely work much harder on your thumbnails. I know I've said this a few times, make them pop. Do what you can to make them stand out from the rest of the crowd, especially, like I said, in a Minecraft video format. There's a million of you guys out there. Try and stand out. You know, just make it your own is what I'm trying to explain here. You know, these are a good starting point. What you got here is Minecraft Realms, Unison SMP, Episode 1 Starter, and Mumbo Jumbo AFK. Those are pretty good starting right there. So keep that in mind. Again, kind of move away from the genericness of it and try to make it your own. That's all you can do. If you even have to, add your icon on it. You know, put your Minecraft icon here. Put that somewhere on there. So again, I'm gonna chime in here on the tags. I've said it, you know, 100 times in this video already. You want to shoot for 10 if possible. You know, I always go for like 18, but you know, I'm weird like that. And the easiest way you're going to be able to expand on your tags is going to be increasing the amount of text you throw into your description. Plain and simple, you're going to be letting people know exactly what's going on in this video. The more you can throw in there, the more tags you can do over there. More people are going to be able to find your video and possibly subscribe, possibly watch it. Who knows? And then that kind of goes back to your thumbnail. You know, the better your thumbnail looks, the more likely they're going to click on it. You get that click, you got the view, you got watch time, and then, you know, it all comes down to what's going on in that video. They might subscribe. So those are things to go through. Something I didn't really look at on the other two is, you know, you're replying to people on your channel. That's always good. If you're trying to be personable and someone that people like, it's always good to have conversations with them. Another thing that you can add to your description is add that Twitter link there also. You know, again, I don't know if anyone in this video is using TubeBuddy, but there is a link down below. It is a referral link, but you don't have to use it. I just want you guys to try and download it. It'll help you out a little bit more with these tags. But keep in mind, where you're adding tags, make sure your description's matching up to what's going on. Don't just add weird tags and everything. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know down below. If you think there's anything else I should have commented on, also let me know. I mean, I'm open to knowing what I need to correct for these kind of videos if I do them again. And I'm only going to get better if you guys let me know. So anyways, I'm Sarcasm, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe, click on that bell, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time.